reloads, factory reloads, or factory ammo. What's all the difference, right? So hand loads and reloads effectively refer to the same thing. Hand loads and reloads are simply just let me readjust my holster here. Hand loads and reloads are simply the identical thing. All they are is somebody has purchased a press at their house and they reload their own ammunition, right? So they have a nice fancy press setup that allows them to chug out ammo. I'll put a clip of mine in here so y'all can see what that actually looks like. All right, so y'all can see this is our brass feeder here. So this is a electronic device that orients the brass correctly, drops it down this tube, and then at that point in time when we pull up on this lever, it feeds one into the decapping and resizing die. At that point in time, that decapping and resizing die pushes the primer out of there and then rotates it around for another primer to now be seated in the bottom. So I'll go ahead and show you the bottom of that. So you can see we've got a new primer down there in the bottom, and the old primer has been pushed out. Now at this point in time, the next pull of my lever is going to activate this hopper here. This is where our powder is. So it fills that up with powder, okay? And then we move on one more step here. Now the next pull of the lever will actually put this through this die here. All this does is it flares the neck of that case a little bit so that I can fit that bullet in there a little bit better. It makes it easier for the reloading aspect of it. Then I set my bullet on top of there, and you can see we've got our little bullet here, and I've just set it right on top of that. Now the next die that is going to go through is going to push that bullet down on top of there and seat it at the correct depth inside of this. And you can see each one of these bullets now is getting a function done on it. So once you get the first 5 done in here, then after that it actually pushes out a bullet every single time I press down on that arm. And so you can see now behind that, right? So I just seated another bullet on top of that casing. Now the last die that this is going to push through is actually going to crimp that brass down just slightly around that bullet. It holds the bullet in there now, so the bullet won't actually fall out right when we're messing with it or loading it or putting it in cases or whatever it is. Okay, and then now it drops it out into my little tray here to actually get it ready for going into whatever range assembly I have. At this point in time, we have taken a piece of empty brass and turned it into a bullet.